Hello, my name is Selena Jones, and I'm an energy healing practitioner and clairvoyant. And today I'm so excited because I got a new deck of Angel Oracle cards. I work with Oracle cards quite often in my energy healing treatments. I work with past life regression and all of those, and I find that Oracle cards can be very helpful. The cards are not magic. Cards are sensitive, energetic tools, but they work on the law of attraction. If you are asking for the answers, maybe the subtleties in a situation or confirmation of something, put the information out there, put the question out there. If it's done in the right way, using oracle cards, law of attraction, the information that you're requesting will come back to you. Really helpful for seeing the subtleties in a situation if you're too close to something. You're not quite sure which way to go because maybe you're emotionally tied to a situation. Oracle cards can be really helpful. Now, I use there's all sorts of different types of oracle cards out there. I'm especially drawn to angel cards because I am an angelic channel. I'm tuned into kind of that vibration, and clairvoyantly I see angels. I see them everywhere with people all day long. So love working with angels. I work with a lot of Doreen Virtue's decks. So today I'm really excited because I have a deck by Kyle Gray, who has a little bit newer out there as far as card decks go. He himself has been working with decks for many years, but he's only got 2 decks out there himself. And I haven't used one of his decks yet. I don't know any of the practitioners locally within my circle who have any of his decks. So I have seen all of these pictures online, but I have not had the opportunity to use them yet. So let's open up Kyle Gray's deck and see what this is all about. The picture and the symbolism in a deck is very important to me. I'm a very visual person. So the deck has to be very aesthetically pleasing to me. So it's this box, light blue color, having read a Kyle Gray book just recently is what inspired me to get his deck, because the way he visually describes seeing angels is how I see angels. Different clairvoyants will see them all differently. We all perceive information differently, but he sees them quite similarly to the way I do. So looks like a lot of oracle card decks, it comes with a booklet. The booklets will go into each card more in depth, more specifically. Little introduction in the beginning, and how to use your cards, which is quite nice. If you haven't had experience reading cards before, the little introduction in the book gives a nice intro on how to do it. It's a very intuitive practice, so the more you work with cards, the better you become at it. And there's always lots of different card reading courses out there, which I do recommend taking because it's nice to have subtleties, to understand the subtleties of the process. So it's a light blue box. There's 44 cards in this deck, which is, I believe Doreen Virtue started that in angelic numerology. 4 is representative of angels, and this is an angel prayers deck. So it's wrapped in a little bit of paper to keep them all secure. I've just pulled that open. We can see some sacred geometry on the cover, and the sword, which is usually representative of Archangel Michael, who's the angel of protection. And this kind of deep blue color is the aura around Archangel Michael when you see him. So looks like we've got Archangel Michael's symbol of protection on the back of each card, which is lovely. Michael was the first angel that appeared to me, and he's actually the angel I work most commonly with, so I'm always drawn to well done or high vibration Archangel Michael cards and other things and books and such. Nice silver on the edges of the cards. A little bit of silver sparkling coming off of my fingers in working with other cards like this. The color does fade over time, or not fade, but wear over time, but usually sticks around for quite a while. I use my cards a lot, but personally and for clients. Nice thick cards. Now let's have a look at the pictures. So the pictures on these cards are fairly different from a lot of other cards out there, as opposed to being kind of classical paintings. They're a little bit more new age maybe. But what I like about these is, first of all, I'm very much into symbolism on the cards. Again, I'm very visual, so when I'm reading cards, I pick a lot out of the symbols as opposed to having just a very plain picture on a card. So we look at this. It's got a beautiful angel here. It says balance, and then a prayer at the bottom, or extra wording at the bottom. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. And we've got a lovely feminine angel holding a balance scale there. Interesting symbolism here. She's wearing a mask over her eyes, which suggests that sometimes it's hard to see when we're out of balance. So if someone had pulled this card, I would perhaps ask them, are you finding things out of balance? And this is a card reminding you that that doesn't last forever, so you need to bring things into balance before you wear yourself out. How I would interpret this card depending on the situation, but I quite like the picture in that. So here we see a feminine angel, but when we go through other pictures in the deck, we see angels of different cultures, different colors, which I also very much appreciate seeing in cards. When you first start seeing angels working with, if you're a visual person, you might see angels other people will hear. But as you develop your clairvoyant senses, I have often found initially if you see angels, they will look similar to your own culture because we just recognize them more easily that way. Angels want to be recognized. They don't want to be tricky at all. They're trying to get their message to you because they're there to heal and love. So loving working with angels. But eventually, when you get comfortable with them, at least in my experience, started seeing angels of all different cultures and colors as well. So here's a picture of Archangel Azrael. Azrael is an angel who helps us with change and transition, whether it's reevaluating our lives after a big change, or helping if you've had a loss in your life of a person or a pet, helping with the grieving process and that transition and change. So there's a picture of Azrael. Metatron, good old Metatron, who says, clear your vibes. This isn't how Metatron looks when he appears to me, but they're just light. They don't actually have physical bodies. So this is an interesting picture of Metatron. Love working with Metatron. Very, very healing angel. And the fact that it says, clear your vibes, that is a very specific message that Archangel Metatron gave to me a few years ago when he said, he told me what one of his skills were. I was unaware at that time of what that Metatron could help in clearing your vibes, and he told me very specifically. So love that this is what Metatron's card says. Again, confirms to me that these are really high vibration cards, and it's nice to see that different angelic channels receive the same message. That's also a lot of confirmation. So connect with music, count your blessings. Raphael, divine physician. Raphael is the archangel of both of healing, both physical and emotional healing, and he's got this gorgeous green aura around him. So these are some really nice cards. 44 in the deck, so there's lots to look at, but they're thick. The pictures are really nice on them, and this is good stuff. So there we go. That is Kyle Gray, Angel Prayers deck, and I am Selena Jones. Thanks for having a look with me. Bye-bye now.